Hey, what's up? We are live. Welcome to Grindhouse Video Live. I planned it a little bit better this time to where there wasn't like no music and everything, because I kind of made the intro to be a like an actual intro where I didn't leave it on for like 10 minutes before I got ready. So, VS releasing joysticks. I hope so. Joysticks is like top 10 sex comedies, and that would be awesome if they released that. The Scorpion release was great, but it's been out of print since the store's been open, so that's like at least 7 years, and it would be great if that movie was more widely available. So I kind of hope that they got their hands on joysticks. How's everyone doing? Welcome to Grindhouse Video Live. Every Sunday I go live and I tell you what came in, what's coming in, give you news, updates, rants, reviews, answer your questions. If you have any questions, please go ahead and ask, and I will get to those in just a little bit. There's some stuff going on this week, so let's get into it. Let's just dive on in. As far as stuff that I'm expecting, but it's not 100%, because the last month Indicator US releases did not come in until a week later, but I am expecting La Llorona, A Time for Dying, The Phantom of the Monastery, and Mad Dog Morgan. I'm also expecting The Core from Shout Select. One of the better natural disaster movies. You know, that kind of like, you know, end of the world type movies. I actually really like it. I'm glad it's finally getting a Blu-ray release. And then from Media Blasters, Rise of the Machine Gun Girls, all of those are expected to be in this week. Will they? I don't know. I actually won't find out until tomorrow. But what is definitely going to be in this week, from Severin, we've got Ballad in Blood and The Forbidden Door. House on the Edge of the Park is not showing as in stock, but since those two came in, I'm expecting it to probably start shipping next week. From Arrow, we've got Mary Shelley's Frankenstein on 4K and on Blu-ray. Those are coming in way early, because all the rest of these that I'm about to list are all April releases. So April's already starting to ship from MVD. The 8 Diagram Pole Fighter from Arrow. From Unearthed Films, Take two. From Unearthed Films, 2LDK on Blu-ray and on DVD. Highly recommend it. When Steven was telling me about picking that up, I watched it again because I had the old TLA releasing DVD. And yeah, it holds up. It's just a fucking good 2-person, 1 location bloodbath by the end. It's probably not one that many people have seen before, and it's just really fucking good. You should totally pick that up. Let's see. Then from Full Moon, Pre-Hysteria 2, and from Beelzebub, Dickless Zombies. There you go. So that's what I'm expecting. Now let's go into what I physically got in this week. And if you signed up for my emails, you already know all of this information, but let's take a look at them in person. Wow, that was close. One of the imports, Odd Couple. This is from Eureka. Yep. It's from Eureka. It comes with a slipcover. From 101 Films, we've got Monster Man, which I pulled one of these aside for me. I'm almost positive I've seen it before, but honestly, it kind of looks goofy fun, like an old shitty Lionsgate movie from the early 2000s. From Gatorblade Films, we've got the Blu-ray release of Dead Residents. From Full Moon, we've got Island of the Fishmen. This might have already sold. I only had one left over because MVD ran out before I could get, extras. Should be restocked very soon if I am out. From Dustin Mills, this is an exclusive. You can only get it here at Grindhouse Video. The Blu-ray for Skinless. This is not a new movie by him. This is from 2013, but it hasn't been on Blu-ray in quite a long time. And I highly recommend this one. This one's actually pretty cool. It's very gory, just like, basically all of Dustin Mills' stuff. But yeah, I haven't watched it in quite a while, but I really liked it. From Scream Factory, we've got Nightmare Collector's Edition. Comes with the slipcover. Also from Scream Factory, we've got Sword and the Sorcerer on 4K and Blu-ray. I've been saying this for a while, I'm not a Sword and Sandals guy, but Beastmaster was really good, so I might have to check that out. More than likely, I've already seen it, because I had already seen Beastmaster when I was a kid. It was probably on HBO all the time, and I just didn't realize what it was. From Arrow, we've got the standard edition of Hills Have Eyes. I do still have the limited edition 4K in stock. Also from Arrow, To Sleep So As to Dream. And then, lastly, from Arrow, we've got Come Drink With Me. Comes with the slipcover. So that's what I got in this week. As far as new stuff, refilled a bunch of import titles. Got some new import titles in. Imports have been selling really well. And I will say this. You might have noticed that some import titles, prices went up. So, this is my fifth import order that I've gotten in. And I've been doing it wrong, and I just realized it right before this order came in this week, and had to adjust pricing because okay, so when I order from the UK, I am paying them in their currency. Like, so the payment transfers, like, you know, based on the currency rate from US dollar to whatever their dollar is there. I'm stupid and have been doing it the last 4 orders, not really paying attention, and this is totally my fault, not really paying attention and actually transferring all of the pricing that for like my cost and then basically what I sell it for based off the euro. But I've been paying for Great British pounds, and that transfer rate is way different. Like, I wish it was euro because it would have cost me a lot less. But yeah, I fucked up, so I had to literally go through everything and redo the math on it, and some prices went up. So I apologize. If you got it beforehand, before I caught it this week, then you got a good deal, because I didn't lose any money, luckily, because it wasn't that big of a difference, but I didn't make as much as I thought it was, so that kind of sucked. Yeah, so that was on me. That was just me being stupid and not realizing that I wasn't paying for the orders in euros, and instead I was paying in Great British pounds. So yeah. Also, you might have noticed I did a Facebook post, an Instagram post. I got in a bunch of Distrib Picks DVDs. These are all porn, but vintage porn. You can find all of the adult titles on the website if you go up to the top and you click on, like, can't remember what it's technically called, but it's like basically you're sorting it by tags. Everything's under adult, so if you're looking for that stuff, that's where you find it. You can also look under Distrib Picks, that has their own tag. If you're looking for Vinegar Syndrome porn, you can find it under Vinegar Syndrome. But yeah, I got a bunch of titles in, about 55-ish titles, I believe, off the top of my head. These are extremely hard to get. Distrib Picks, I got in a bunch of their, like, Command Blu-rays and like Blue Sunshine they released, and a bunch of other stuff. I have not been able to get it back in since, and it sold really fast. They're not the most reliable as far as getting a hold of somebody, even though I have a phone number for them. So, and a direct contact. Like, I last time I messaged them and called them, I never got a response. So this stuff is really, really hard to get, but I got quite a bit of it, so check that out. Also, I didn't get it directly through them, so I'm not getting the Blu-rays. I've got it through a different distributor, and then through that distributor, I'm also expecting some budget stuff from New World. So Roger Corman's old label, it's all DVD, but it's, halfway decent stuff. It's all going to be under $10. And then also they got a really good list that they sent me. It was a little bit more expensive, but there's some really cool stuff in there if you're really into Skinamax and Manuel movies. So back in the, I think it was like late 90s, early 2000s, there was a series of Emmanuel movies in space. I'm getting a lot of those in. A bunch of just random erotic Skinamax type movies, and I'm super happy about it, because a lot of it I couldn't even find, because I'm going by titles, so I'm like, they just send a list. There's no artwork or anything, and there's no description of the movie. It's just like, this title, here's the information for it as far as like the product number and the barcode number. So I just basically use Amazon to find all that stuff, and I couldn't even find some of it on Amazon. So some of it's going to be very hard to find, and I got quite a bit of that coming in. And then there was another one that they just sent for some old out-of-print Synapse releases. And those were at a discount also, so those will be coming up in the budget section. So good stuff there. Also, speaking of imports, so I can't remember if I talked about this last week, but I'm not able to carry Lux Aeterna from Arrow. I think I talked about this last week, but I honestly, did I put it on my notes? I didn't even look. No, I didn't put it in my notes, so I don't remember. But anyway, I was contacted by Arrow to not carry it. If it was coming from Yellow Veil, I would have said fuck you, and I would have kept carrying it. But I can't carry it right now. Hopefully that will change. I am going to be basically trying to get those back on the site as soon as possible, because fuck Yellow Veil. So there you go. That's basically all I had to talk about. That was it. I just kind of blew through it. So let's see what everybody's saying. Okay. Blah, 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 blah. Looking forward to the Guyver from Unearth. Hopefully decently restored and uncut. Yes. It is going to be, like, as far as I know, from what I've been told, it's not a whole lot of gore that was cut from the movie, but it's added back in. And they are doing a brand new scan. I do know that. Watched Dead Heat because you mentioned it, and it bonkers ass crazy. Not what I expected at all. Yeah, it is fucking ridiculously weird. It's a buddy cop movie with zombies. Any more pre-orders on the glasses? I don't know. I haven't looked at it. Let's see. I think last week we were up to... what were we up to? 5, I think? Let me get into where I need to be. Products. The glasses. So right now we are at 5. Haven't sold any new ones. I haven't really pushed it though. I'll include it in the email once we get closer to the release date, but yeah. I have not seen The Core in 17 years. May have to revisit. It's definitely cool. I watched it a couple years ago. I had the old DVD, and I enjoy it. You know, I love disaster movies, so it's very similar to Armageddon in feel. Definitely not as good as Armageddon, but I like it. I like The Core. How the Last Chance sale holding up? Were you able to move a decent amount of inventory? Yeah, I mean, I've sold out of a bunch of shit that I needed to sell out of, so that's good. I've sold quite a few of the budget, like $2.99 DVDs. That was awesome. I'm just trying to make room because I've got a lot of stuff coming in, and just need to make room for the new stuff. So yeah, it's been good. And I will say this, once we start getting closer to actually physically opening the store, the Last Chance sale stuff might stay there in the sale, but the other stuff that I've marked down will go back to regular prices. Because it's just easier to price it that way in the physical store. How will we be able to find / filter the New World and Skinemax inventory once you load it up on the site? So New World will have, and I believe it already has, its own tag. So if you go up to the list, it'll show you a bunch of options for labels and stuff, and you can search it, find it all through there. I don't know the name of the company that put out the Emmanuel, like Skinemax stuff. But basically, once I get it in and put it on the site, you can just go to any format. Well, it'll be all on DVD, but you can just click format at the top, and that'll take you to everything. From the drop down, you can then choose Blu-ray, 4K, DVD. But yeah, once it's all up, and you just could search it by newest to oldest, and that'll show all the newest stuff that I put up on the site. Mike, I've been trying for 2 complete been trying to complete the longest running horror franchise, Witchcraft 1 through 16. Why would you do that? I own Witchcraft 1 through 13, but missed out recently when Kanaki had 14 through 16 available. Any leads would be appreciated. I have no fucking clue. I don't know who owns those. I don't know who put those out. I don't know why there would be 16 of them. I really don't know anything. I can't help you, Wild Will. I heard Joe Bob Briggs' Jamboree is going to be in Memphis in July. Are you going to try to go, Mike? Maybe. I don't know. I'm personally like I don't think the store will be set up at it. I personally don't like going to conventions just because I get really bored really fast because I don't care about meeting people. I don't care about signatures, and I basically go to shop. And yeah, I get really bored. Even at Spooky Empire, which was a massive convention, an hour in and I was ready to go home. So I don't know if I would want to drive to Memphis just to stay there for half an hour and then just wish for death or to be able to go home. Is the store still slated to open in early May? I'm in Chattanooga and looking forward to the ride up there to visit. Yes, we are shooting for May 1st. Might be a little bit after, might be a little bit before. Don't really know. It's honestly going to be a lot to do with how the Aero sale goes, because we're going to be trying to get everything finished up, getting it set up, and doing the Aero sale at the same time. So it really just depends on how that goes. So it might be if we have another crazy fucking sale, it might be a little bit later than May 1st, but if it's kind of a normal sale, then it'll be before that. Do you know what hours and days you will be open? We are always going to be open 7 days a week. Hours, I really don't know, because honestly, before it was just me. Colton would come in and run the counter. It wasn't really a great neighborhood, so we would close at 7. So it was like 11 to 7 every day. More than likely, it's going tentative hours, Monday through Saturday at least, will be probably 10 to 10. We're guessing. And then Sunday, probably shorter hours than that. Probably 10 to 7 or something like that. But that we haven't finalized yet. Does the regular Girls' Night Out have a slip? Usually list if it does, but it doesn't say on the site, and I've heard conflicting answers online. Nothing says with slipcover until I have it physically in stock. This was listed as a pre-order, did not have a slipcover mentioned. It does now. I do not guarantee slipcovers on anything I don't physically have in stock. So I can guarantee that the Scaremaker version has a slipcover because that is what's making it the Scaremaker version. I don't have it listed as with slipcover just because it's a pain in the ass. It makes it harder for me to look at everything when I do that, when I add a slipcover, when I add a variant. But it will show with slipcover once it comes in. But I don't know. I fucking have no clue. Because anything could happen. There could, with Arrow specifically, they did Pitch Black 4K, and there was an issue with the slipcover, and they destroyed them all but didn't replace them. So if I would have, even if they would have said, hey, this comes with a slipcover, blah, 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 I would have falsely advertised coming with a slipcover because I didn't physically have it in my hand. So I try to be I try to be as honest and as guaranteed as I can. I can only guarantee slips if I physically have them in my hand. Oh, Sterling Entertainment. Yeah. I don't know how to get a hold of Sterling Entertainment. I know they're on social media. I would try to reach out to them directly. Yeah, I don't know. Sterling has a weird business model. They're going to be showing movies at the Malco Drive-In, I think. I'm not I'm guessing you're talking about the Joe Bob Briggs convention. I don't know. I just don't like conventions, personally. It has been a labor of love. I only tried to collect all 16 when I found most of them in the wild recently. Yeah, Jesus Christ. I think I watched 1 and 2 back when they were on VHS, and I rented them. But honestly, I haven't thought about that series in quite a bit. A couple of people asked me if I know how close to selling out the Arrow Limited Steelbook box set with 4K and Blu-ray of Wild Things. Any ideas? I'm not even close to selling out of my allotment. I don't know about Zabby or Diabolic. I'm generally the last company to sell out of everything. So I have plenty left. Hell, up until like a week and a half ago, I still had Dune Deluxe Blu-rays in stock. I finally sold the last fucking one of them. And I didn't even get them all. I didn't even get all my allotment. So I should have them for quite a while, but I cannot guarantee that. Yes, they are. Well, they are terrible films. But yeah, so I don't. I can only tell you what I'm selling, and I'm not even close to selling like a tenth of what I've got allotted to me for the Steelbook or the Deluxe Steelbook on Wild Things. When I go to conventions, I'm there about an hour and a half to. You get to see everything fairly quickly. Yeah, I mean, if you like, Courtney loves conventions. She goes for autographs and meets people and goes to panels and stuff like that. I am just not interested in any of that. I don't really care about meeting people. I think it's cool if I meet like celebrities or famous people naturally. I find that much cooler. I don't give a shit about signatures too often, even though I have some. I generally try not to pay for them because I don't like paying for somebody to write all over my stuff. But yeah, I mean, Courtney loves it. She'll spend like a whole weekend. She wants to go to Spooky this year, and I'm like, I'm not going to Spooky, like, to hang out with you. I can't. I would physically want to punch something every day, just because it would be horrible for me. Randoms. I forgot to pick anything. I'll just pick a couple from back here. So we got Parasite 3D. This one, I watched it once when this came in. Wasn't as good as I remembered. And then E.T. There you go. Do a couple more. Go up here. We got Cliffhanger. I love this movie. I really, really, really like this movie. And it snowed the other night. I didn't go to work yesterday because it snowed. Like Friday here. Like you barely needed to wear a hoodie. It was like 60, like upper 50s all day long. Even up through like at 10 o'clock at night, I went out to have a cigarette and I'm like, it's supposed to snow. And I'm like, not even cool. And then come at like 1 o'clock in the morning, the snow started. And by the time I woke up in the morning at like 8 o'clock, everything was covered in like 2 to 3 inches. So I am not used to it. I didn't really, because I have to drive on the interstate to get to work. And I really honestly didn't want to get stuck or have to worry about fucking ice on the roads or anything like that. So I just didn't go in on Saturday or today. But maybe I should watch this again. It's a snow movie. And then we'll do one more from over here. Let's go up. Speaking of Dustin Mills, Invalid, which isn't my favorite from him. It's not bad, but this is also one of the ones that's going out of print. So if you do want to be a Dustin Mills completist, you'll want to pick that up on Blu-ray or DVD, because those are, once I can't reorder them. Once they're gone, they're gone. And it's not a big seller, so I didn't order extra of those. I just had whatever I had in stock. That's all I got. So they're getting pretty low on how many I have left. Did you watch anything this week? Oh God, yes I did. I watched some pretty damn fucking good movies, and I was very excited about it. All right, let's go to Letterboxd. Lists watched in 2022. So right now, I'm at 34. I've watched 34 movies this year, which it's not a lot. I've gone a couple weeks where I didn't watch anything, but then I get into a mood, and I just want to watch everything. Okay, so the first one I want to talk about is streaming, and I believe it's on Hulu. I think it's on Hulu. Possibly one of the better movies I've seen as far as modern movies go. Fresh. You should definitely fucking check Fresh out. Holy shit, it was amazing. It starts out as a romantic comedy, kind of quirky romantic comedy, and by the first half hour, it changes channels altogether and turns into a tense thriller, horror, kind of gory action film. I know it doesn't make sense, but it's really fucking good. Holy shit, I really, 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 really liked Fresh. And also go into it blind, it's way better. I watched like half of the trailer on Hulu and immediately like turned off the trailer and started watching the movie because the trailer was really good. But yeah, you need to watch Fresh. I also watched Till Death, starring Megan Fox. This one's also streaming. I honestly can't remember which streaming service it was. So basically, Megan Fox is in a shitty marriage. She breaks up with the guy that she's having an affair with. The night before she's going to celebrate her anniversary with her husband, you can totally tell that they don't like each other. They're not in love. But he surprises her with after dinner. He surprises her and takes her out to the lake house, which is covered in snow. It's not lake house season, but he set up this romantic thing at the house, and you don't get to see what happens that night, but they kind of lead you on to believe that they did the nasty, and we're trying to fix their marriage. And then that's all I'm going to tell you. You really need to watch it. It's honestly really good. I wasn't too I was like, oh my god, she's really not doing a great job, Megan Fox, as far as like acting. But once everything turns around, holy shit! I thought she did really good. I want to see her in more roles like this. And then looking back at it, she did play the I really just hate my life character way better than I originally thought while watching it. But yeah, she was great in it. From there, it's kind of a action movie / thriller. Not really a horror movie. I could see it getting lumped into horror movies, but I wouldn't call it a horror movie. I would call it a thriller. But really good. And all of these are new. All of these are new movies. I am a little bit burnt out on doing this right now, and honestly have no desire to watch any movies that I carry. So everything that I've been watching has been new. So last night, let's see. Oh, we need to talk about Scream. Holy shit, I think it's on Paramount Plus, streaming. Scream 2022. I really like Scream. The original is one of the greatest horror movies ever made. I've seen it. I couldn't even tell you how many times. And holy shit. The sequels were good. 2 was really good. I like 2. I haven't seen 3 or 4 in quite a while. I don't really remember them too much. But I had low expectations for Scream 2022. Holy fucking shit. It is the second best Scream in the series. There will never be another one that is better than the Scream original. But Scream 2022 is just underneath Scream the original. Really fucking good. This was the perfect use of new characters mixed with old characters. The old characters were awesome. It was great, seeing the 3 of them back into it. It was great. It was awesome. They tied everything in pretty nice. As far as, being related to this person and this person for the series. It was great. I thoroughly enjoyed Scream 2022, and I did not expect to. So, way better than Texas Chainsaw 2022. As far as reboots or new additions to series that have been around for a while. Really good. Really fucking good. One that I forgot to talk about last week, I finally watched Malignant. Hold on, I need a drink. Malignant. Holy fucking shit. Holy fucking shit. Malignant was fucking awesome. If you haven't seen it, you need to watch it. Jesus Christ. Wow. That was really fucking good. I absolutely loved Malignant. I know it's not new, but I don't really get a chance to... I really don't have the desire to watch a lot of new movies all the time. Just because it's all fucking A20. The only stuff that people talk about are A24 movies, and I don't like A24 movies. So then today, I did 2 more movies. I watched Corporate Animals. It's on Shudder. And I didn't even watch the trailer for this. I saw that it was Demi Moore and Ed Helms were in it. And I was like, alright, I'm good. Like, it looks funny. I'll watch it. It's kind of like an off-kilter comedy mixed with some horror aspects, but mostly comedy. And honestly, kind of feels like Black Friday. The one that just recently came out last year. In that, these people that work together are stuck together. Basically, it's about a company that makes edible silverware. Like, you can use your spoon and then eat it. It's an edible fucking spoon and fork. They take some of their people that work for them and they go off and do like a what is it called? Team building, like little thing. So there's like 7, 8, 9 people with them. I can't remember. And so one of the things that they do is they go and Descent-esque go into a cave system that none of them are qualified to be in. And an earthquake happens and they're trapped. So the movie, for the most part, takes place in this cave system where they have a little bit of an area. There's some electricity coming down on generators to make it light up. But then they got to get out. They have to survive. Turns into mayhem, kind of Lord of the Flies type thing, feel going on. I thought it was good. It wasn't amazing, but I thought it was pretty good. It was fun. It was definitely worth the hour and a half. I don't regret watching it. And then right before I went live, I finished up, and I can't tell you how I watched this because I don't know if it's streaming anywhere. But I might have not gotten a legit copy of this, but I had to see it. And it will be one that I buy when it comes out because it is awesome. Studio 666, starring the Foo Fighters. Loved it. Absolutely loved it. It was fun. It was stupid. It was gory as shit. It was fucking stupid. Like, not as stupid as I wanted it to be, but when it was stupid, it was stupid. The music's great in it. Obviously, the Foo Fighters involved. And it's literally them playing themselves. And, you know, Lionel Richie's in it. So that was fun. That scene was fucking awesome. Really great movie. If you want to just watch something mind-numbing and fun, definitely whenever Studio 666 goes, you know, streaming for everybody, definitely watch it. I don't know if it is yet. I honestly don't. Does the app even tell you where to watch? Oh, you gotta upgrade to find that out. Yeah, so I don't know. I might have done things that weren't 100% correct and use some nefarious sources to watch that movie. But I will be buying it. So that's what I watched. It was all new movies. But honestly, I'm worn out with the boutique stuff and the stuff that I carry. So I had to take a break. Autograph prices have gotten ridiculous. Most are charging $60 to $100 now. Yeah, I don't get that. Yeah. You have an exclusive for Wild Things? Yes. The Steelbook and the Deluxe Steelbook are both exclusives to me, Diabolic, and I believe Zavi in the US. Deco's always keeping Mike on his P&Qs. Yeah, I think the SIG prices are crazy. They are. I mean, I don't get it. With Grindhouse, the Dungeon, and Orbit, 40 is becoming the physical media superhighway. Yeah, we're right off 40. So yeah. And I checked out the Dungeon when I was here visiting to look at places, and they had a cool store, and they're expanding, so I'm really excited to see what they do. Haven't been to Orbit, though. Haven't been to Orbit yet. Yeah, same here. Like, Eddie, like, well, especially after watching *Malignant* and *Scream*, I'm like, holy shit, maybe I should take a chance on some new stuff. And so I've just been watching it. Almost started *Corporate Animals* tonight. Maybe I'll try it when I finish. But I watched instead *The Protege*, which is all action stuff. Never even heard of that one. I think tonight after the show's over, I'm kind of thinking about checking out the new Ryan Reynolds one. I don't remember what it's called, on Netflix. Hey, Brian! Brian, what's up, man? Dude, I am not ignoring you. You sent me an email like 3 weeks ago. I just honestly am really bad. Like, it doesn't... Call me. I think I emailed you back with my phone number. Call me. And I can, while I'm at the store, like kind of during the day, any day, and I can answer all your questions. What's up, Brian? I really want to see Studio 666. So did I. Like, that was one that the trailer just kind of popped up as an ad on when I was watching something on YouTube. And I generally, like, after the 5 seconds and you're allowed to skip, I skip all the ads because fuck ads. But holy shit, I was like, oh, wait, Foo Fighters in a horror movie? And so I watched the whole thing and I'm like, I need to see this. So I went out of my way to not watch a legit version. And it was totally worth it because it was great. Unearth's Purgatory Road is pretty good. I have not seen Purgatory Road. But the director came in and bought like 4 copies of the Blu-ray from me at the old store in Tampa. Oh, dude, the Lionel Richie scene in Studio 666 was fucking hilarious. It's a dream sequence. Lionel Richie's only in it for like a minute and a half, if that. But fucking awesome. Lionel Richie rocks. Take me 3 hours down I-40 to get there. May have to make the pilgrimage this summer. I hope you do. The Adam Project, thank you. Yeah, the Adam Project. I think, because I watched the trailer for it, it looks fun. So I might watch that tonight. Protege is Maggie Q and Michael Keaton assassin stuff on Amazon. See, I never go to Amazon. I never go to Amazon to watch movies. It's like I watch more on Shudder, and I barely watch movies on Shudder. Like, I don't know. I never go on Amazon. With Amazon, like, I go on and I'm like looking through the app, and I'm like going through and I'm looking at all the things they have, and then I just rarely ever watch anything because they have so much crap. Like, actually shitty movies. So yeah. Oh, Like a Metal came in late. Yeah, I'm almost done. I'm getting ready to wrap it up. But you can watch it over. Thank you very much. I believe this is Fright Rags for the Howling shirt. Alright, I'm done. Speaking of getting ready to wrap it up. So yeah, I'm done. Thank you very much for watching. As always, subscribe to the channel. Click the notification bell and you will be notified anytime that we go live. It really definitely helps out the channel. Also, I finally hit a thing where I can, like, what do you call it? Monetize YouTube. So you might see ads on some of my stuff. You might not. I don't know. I don't know how it works. I don't know how they fucking choose where you see ads, where you don't. I think if I say fuck too much or, cunt, like, they won't, like, this one probably won't get monetized now. And I'll try to do that. I will try to do as much stuff that makes it to where I don't get monetized, so you don't have to watch ads. But it'll be nice to maybe get a couple bucks here and there. Also, I don't think I've set everything up because it literally just happened this week. But I guess there's like a super chat thing that's going to be available. I don't understand how it works. I don't get it. I don't know how to work it. I don't know anything about it. But I think you have to pay to use it. Please don't use it. That's stupid. Because YouTube gets most of the money, as far as I know. So if it does pop up, seriously, please do not use it. I don't do this I'm not doing any of this to monetize the YouTube channel. I'm using YouTube because Facebook Live sucks. That's literally the only reason. So yeah. And YouTube's a better way to go back and watch older live videos. Use Tubi the most and Amazon Prime's video second. I have never used Tubi. I fucking hate ads. And so Tubi's, you have to sit through ads, and I can't do it. What I love about Shudder is what they just added because it's all on the left top line. I just honestly don't. Like, I watched Corporate Animals on Shudder, but literally everything else on Shudder did not sound interesting. So, everyone also have a good week. That just leaves live. With me going into and making it monetized, I don't know yet if I can turn that off. So I don't know if I can turn off the super chat or if it's just there available. I don't know. But I'm asking you, please don't use it. Don't give me money. Buy stuff from the store. That's how you support me. All right, that's it. I'm done. Thank you for joining me. Every Sunday at 7-ish, I go live on YouTube and I tell you what came in, what's coming in, give you news, updates, ratings, reviews, and answer your questions and just kind of generally hang out. Thank you for joining me. We're here every week, so come hang out. We had daylight savings time, and I just realized that when I was like, I was a little bit late getting ready because I was not used to it being daylight out. That kind of threw me off because I forgot it was daylight savings. So anyway, thank you for watching. I'm gonna go eat, and as always, be nice to people, don't be a dick, and hail Satan. See you next week.